Good morning, AO Tribe. I hope everybody's doing good today. My name is Shelley Merrell. I own a fire protection company in Ventura, California. We do a lot of installation, inspection, and repair of all different types of fire protection, from extinguishers to alarms to clean agent systems. We do a lot of government work. Um, so I've been doing this since 1989. Took over the company in 2005. Joined AO like 2.5 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, and I really, really enjoy this group. So I'm here to share my thoughts on some questions, and hopefully some of you will get something out of this. Okay, my first question is from Michelle. Michelle, I've never gotten your last name right, so I apologize, but it's Michelle Lahu Agair. Hopefully, I said that right, but I know who you are. Okay, so the question was, what are the most important pieces that you must have implemented in your business before making your first hire? Is a company handbook needed before the first hire? What else would be necessary? The background is I own a holiday wedding and event lighting company. I'm looking to hire another person to help install lights at our clients' homes or business. I want to make sure we have everything in place before making the first hire. Um, you're in a great spot where you haven't hired yet, so you have an opportunity to pretty much do it right from the first from the get go. Yes, I would recommend having your company handbook in place. If I were you, I would consult with an HR consulting company either in your area, or I know that Marcia, who is a mentor in here, is a specialist in HR. Um, and I also recommend having a checklist of the items that need to be completed. Um, what's really cool is with Trainual, you can have your documents in there for onboarding your first hire, and that kind of helps alleviate having to print those papers out and getting them all together. But you need to have an I-9 for immigration. You need to have, of course, their W-4 so that a W-2 can be generated. Um, Training videos are really great to have in place of exactly what you want that person to do. Um, if it's like computer related, um, Sean uses Loom. I use Camtasia, and I'm loving having training videos. As a matter of fact, one of my admin people just had to leave to go run his family business, and so I had him make several training videos of the stuff he was doing for me, which helps eliminate in me training the next person. So that's really helpful to have in place. Um, your core values, we talk a lot about here in AO. If you can have those in place, it really helps in your hiring process, because you can make it clear from the get go what your core values are and what you expect. And then if they don't fulfill that, you can always kind of point back to, well, these are our core values and you're not fitting them if that person doesn't work out. Or you can reward them if they're fulfilling the company core values. And it's a great incentive thing to have going on. So, um, I actually have a checklist because we have technicians. So I have a checklist like to get them their gas card for their truck, and oh, let me see. I can't think of what else on there. They get issued an iPad, so I have all that information on my checklist. Anything that I'm going to give them, keys to the shop, whatever it might be. I actually have that checklist so I don't forget. We offer our employees health insurance benefits, so I even have that as a note on my checklist to not forget to have them fill out that application and get that going, because there's a 60 or 90-day waiting period before they're eligible for their benefits. But I use that checklist until I know I've gotten everything done that needs to be done for them. Oh, business cards, I have that on my checklist to get those ordered. Um, mm, I I can't think of anything else. And sorry, I'm having a message is coming up saying, sorry, we're having trouble playing this video. So hopefully you're still seeing this. I don't know. If anybody is out there, can you let me know if you can see this? Um, yeah, that's kind of weird. I've never had that happen before. So I don't know. We'll see. My next question is from Kimberly Vincent. Hi, Kimberly. What strategy or ideas would you recommend we do to have HR and team leaders send their employees to our clinic and our associate clinics on a regular basis once they have signed up for our corporate massage therapy program? Background is we have a new corporate massage program that targets mid-sized and large companies. We help decrease soft tissue pain and stress of employees, creating improved productivity and happier employees. We connect companies with massage therapy clinics and maintain a fee for doing so. We also do virtual one on ones for employees and webinars for large teams to educate employees. Sorry, I got more messages popping up. Employees about stress and soft tissue prevention and treatment. Well, Kimberly, your main question is you're asking, what would I recommend to get these people to refer the employees? So I was thinking, what about like one of those incentive cards? If they refer 10 employees that come and have the service done, maybe they get a free one. You could have an ongoing card like a lot of other people do, almost like a rewards card kind of thing. That would be my suggestion. Or you could, I don't know, send them a cake jar from Michelle from the Sugar Path. Send them a cake jar for referring a certain number of people, or each person they refer. I mean, you could work that out however you want to work that out. But that would be my first go-to, like, idea off the cuff. The third question is from Kristen Ladas. Um, what do you do when a client has not paid the remaining balance from a project completed over 2 months ago? The background is I'm a copywriter for online entrepreneurs. I completed website copy for a client. She paid 50% upfront but has not paid the last 50%. She does not answer my DMs or emails. Elevator pitch is I write sales copy for online coaches launching products and services who want to grow their business through persuasive writing. Okay, so you're always going to have these kind of customers. I have these kind of customers as well. What I do, or what we do, is we continue to call. We have a collection company that is set up kind of on like retainer, and we turn over, say if they reach 60 days overdue, we turn them over to collections, and then it usually costs a fee. Um, it can be up to like 50%. It sucks having to lose that 50%, but on the flip side, at least you're getting that 50% of what's outstanding instead of zero. And then I would put a note on their account that I won't do any more business for them. Plain and simple. You if you're gonna do that to people, you should expect that they'll stop doing work for you. Next question is from Heather Brockman. I'm still not sure if you guys are seeing this. Like, I'm really frustrated with these messages. So hopefully you can see it or it'll post later or something. Heather asked, what are some good responses when your employees are constantly saying how tired they are, comparing themselves to you, saying they aren't robots like me? Background, my groomers work 4 days as a full-time shift, and most of the time they have 10-hour days. Most have a bather with them. I get so tired of hearing how tired they are all the time. I lay out the potential for for them to make more money than any other company in Houston, yet all I hear is how overworked they are. No matter how many dogs they have, it irritates me to no end, hearing it on a daily basis and then having them say, I'm not you, Heather. I don't I don't ask them to do anything I wouldn't or haven't done. And in fact, they do less dogs than I ever did when I was working. So my responses are getting snappy. Does anyone else deal with this? What are some good ways to counteract this? What what I perceive as a lazy attitude. Her background is we offer high-end holistic grooming experiences for busy pet owners whose animals are part of the family. Um, so I deal with this a lot too. Um, I think a lot of times people will just say how tired they are as just to have something to say. It's kind of bizarre. I've actually caught myself doing that before too. Um, I don't know. Basically, nobody is going to work as hard as you will in your business. And the newer generations seem to be even less motivated, even by money. Um, so it's one of those things where it's all about the mindset. You can choose to let it go in one ear and out the other. You have a lot on your plate, so you are more tired than most, probably. And hearing anybody complain about anything probably grates on your nerves, I'm guessing, because it would grate on mine. Um, so I think it's really just a mindset thing of, I don't know, maybe tell yourself, oh, bummer for them, or I wouldn't want to be them, or somehow, some way you can figure out in your own mind how you can make that not bother you anymore. You don't need the extra stress. They're probably not trying to put extra stress on you. It's just kind of the way it comes out. Um, so I would go back to just your own mindset. Let it go in one ear and out the other. Let it roll right off of you. As Sharon would say, um, put your cone of protection on and just let it just go past you, um, because that'll just sit there and fester and perpetuate into a bigger problem. So if they're tired, just say, yeah, okay, well, maybe you should go to bed earlier tonight, and leave it at that. That's what I do. That's what I do with my son, actually. I tell him, oh, maybe you should go to bed earlier. Yeah, he hates that. Anyway, okay, so the next question is from AJ Counts. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. How to begin training my first hire. Background is, hey, Sean Mentors. First question here from me. Yay, I'm glad you're asking your first question. That's awesome. I'm about 8 months into the entrepreneurial journey and am quickly learning that I don't have the time or bandwidth to accomplish everything I sell. My business is a growth agency that includes web development. And I've had a skilled friend working on a project by project basis for the last 6 months. We're financially at a point to support hiring him part time, and I'm excited to be training him to do many of the low value tasks that are currently on my plate. But I'm also nervous about this, as I know that many first hires don't work out well. I've also seen how a training process can make or break someone who would otherwise be a good team member. I'd really appreciate input on what you've learned relating to this topic. Thanks in advance, AJ. This kind of goes back to a previous question. Um, Before you hire your first person, even though he's already working for you kind of part time, I would go back to putting your core values in place, um, making it very clear. Like a lot of people even print out their core values and have them up on the wall, and they're constantly asking the question, does that fit into the core values, or refer back to the core values, kind of point up, make them look at it, put it in the bathroom. um, there's a lot of things you can do with training. Again, what I use are training videos. I will, Sean uses Loom, I use Camtasia, and I will, if you're talking about training on a computer process, you can record exactly what you're doing while you're talking and explaining through it. I'm a big fan of training videos. Um, Training videos, when you have a standard operating procedure manual, your SOP, um, when when something is written down, there's still room for interpretation. With a video, there's no question about what it was you were trying to get across and what you expect from them. That's why I'm a big proponent of having training videos in addition to your standard operating procedures manual. And it's just amazing how much you can get done without being asked the questions repeatedly, or maybe there might be something you might forget to train them on, but you already had your video. So when you bring them on, you would assign them the task to watch these videos, make sure they watch them. um, some people might even do like a quiz at the end to see if they actually did watch them. I think some of them, possibly in Trainual, might have a way that you can see who reviewed what training video when. That would be good. I need to look into that. Um, but you can keep it from going bad just by keeping good communication going. If he has done a really good job um, with you up until now, I would, if you, well, does he want to be hired by you, or does he want to remain freelance? Some people can't work with a boss, and some people they almost will like sabotage things sometimes because they'll get resentful thinking that, okay, I was my own boss and now I have a boss. And I've seen all that kind of stuff happen. So, um, again, my recommendation is core values and training videos. That's the best way I would start. Hopefully that helps. Okay, my next question is from Heather again. Heather, I can't wait to see you on Friday. I'm so excited. What is the best way to get ETAs sent to clients without the office setting times and adding extra stress for the groomers? The way we have things set up now, the groomers send out ETAs the evening before their shift to give a 2-hour time frame to the clients. The problem is sometimes they work late. ETAs don't get sent and clients get pissed. I don't know the best way to establish an arrival time without infringing on the groomer's time or not accounting for traffic. And if the groomers work late, how do I get around this? Again, she offers high end holistic grooming experiences for busy pet owners whose animals are part of their family. I love that pitch, by the way. Okay, so there's a program, and I think Nick uses it also, and it's called House Call Pro. I recently had a service call with a guy to come out and fix my dryer. I got all of his text messages like he was on his way. I got a message the night before he was coming. Um, then, yeah, I'm not sure exactly how that works within their phone, but I'm guessing it's a really quick process where they could just hit send ETA on my way. Um, with our company, and I did hear Sean's response to you on that, but with our company, we do have a dispatch person, and our dispatch person sets up those times. We have Fleetmatics that has a device in all of our trucks, so we can actually see our trucks on the computer screen at all times of the day, wherever they're at, and we can actually tell when they're moving, going to from job to job. It's a lot to have him be watching that and send the ETAs. But I do think having a dispatch person who's responsible for those tasks would be beneficial to solving the problem. It would take it away from the groomers and take that stress off of you. So my answer was either a dispatch person or checking out a software program called House Call Pro, because I was really impressed by the messages I got from my dryer service person that was just right on it. I also get those same messages from Terminex. I'll get a text message saying that my technician is on the way, and I'll get a text message when he's finished. So I don't know what software they use, but I did ask my dryer guy about his, and he's using House Call Pro, which is what Nick uses. So Nick could probably fill you in a lot more on that. So anyway, that is all of my questions. Um, I see you, Cedric. Hi. And Portia. I love your balloons. Those are so awesome. And Kimberly, I hope things are going well in Canada for you. Um, anyway, that's pretty much a wrap for me. I hope you all can see this okay, and reach out if you have any questions, and have a wonderful day.